I know I'm late, y'all, but it's okay. Hold up 1 second. I'm trying to. All right. All right. Now I don't know if y'all believe in the paranormal or not, but me, I am what people like to call, what is it? Empath. I think it's empath. Yeah. Um, but my house I live in is extremely haunted. Like, and it's not that far from an Indian burial ground. So, um, I'm going to record a video if I can try to get it on video. The lights flickering because they will flicker. They will shut off. Um, Sometimes the cabinet doors are open. It's it's crazy. And then unexplainable scratches on me. They never attack the children, but they go after me. But and I'm also going to do a ghost hunt in my house. I'm going to record a video of it. It's not going to be live, but it's going to be a video of it using my spirit boxes. I got 2 of them. Using them and then using my EMF meter and all that stuff. And I got more ghost hunting supplies coming in the mail, but they just ain't made it here yet. For some reason, they're taking their time. But I hope everyone's doing good today. I don't know how long this live will be today. Because little brother's going to be going live sometime. I don't know. I think he said noon or something like that. But I don't know how long it'll be today because my 9-year-old's here and I still gotta homeschool him here in a little bit and everything. So, but I said I would go live. But yes, we're gonna talk about the paranormal now. The paranormal, some people believe in it, some don't. Some people have experience with it. I had a lot of moments with paranormal. Hey, Richard, much respect to you. I have had a lot of. Thank you for joining us. I have had a lot of moments with paranormal stuff since I was little, and it's hard to explain it. But when I record what's going on in my house, y'all will see that this crazy stuff I deal with daily. I mean, at least they're not really hurting nobody bad, but I have recorded a spirit box here before, and it's on my YouTube page where they said that they were going to hurt me and all this shit, but they never have done it. But I don't torment them. I'm always respectful, and that's the one thing that a lot of people do wrong when they communicate with spirits. They disrespect them and taunt them, and that's not me. I go with the full utmost full respect because you never know what they're capable of. What's up, CB? Um, I have a there's this. All right, this is crazy shit right here. I had my 9-year-old's daddy in the car with me one day, and me and him aren't together, but I had him in the car with me one day, and I'm driving down the road, taking him back to his house, and because he come over to see our son, taking him back to his house, and And I look over to, and I could put this on everything I love on what I saw. I look over in this field next to this house that everybody told me that they sacrifice their animals and stuff. I don't know if it's true or not. I've never. I mean, I never really knowed anybody to do that around here. But hey, it happens. But hey, hey Nesbit. But he told me they sacrificed their animals there, and I looked over, and it was partially dark time, but there, and I told him. I told my son. My son said he couldn't see it. And my ex, his daddy, said he couldn't see it, but there was somebody standing there in like a black cloak, and it's weird. I've been able to. My mom said that she did it when she was little. She was able to see things that people couldn't see. I wish I couldn't see some of the shit I see. But there's also something else I want to tell you that not to do with paranormal. Something I saw up in Kansas City, but I'll tell you that here in a minute. But I've been able to see things that people can't see. Been able to communicate with them. Like I can feel if there's evil around, like anywhere. Like even walking through Walmart. There was this one time, and my son, my littlest boy, was with me. I about fell over. This guy walked past me, and he elbowed me real hard, and I ripped my cross chain off my neck out of nowhere. My son was like, "Mom, you broke your necklace." I was like, "No, I didn't." And I looked at my hand, and it was broken. But for some reason, the dude was evil. He felt evil, like something wrong with him. There was something seriously wrong with the dude. But But I have experience with evil things, with non-evil things. I've done spirit boxes at the yes, yes, it's very real. And some people don't believe that it's real, but it is. Some people like to taunt them by saying they're not real. But me, whenever I go to communicate with spirits, and this is how you have to do it, or they can't hurt you physically, but they can do things to you to make you, want to hurt yourself or want to do, it's possession is real. Whether people want to believe it or not, it really happens to people. Me, I got outside of my house, I got protective crystals all around my house. I got protective crystals in my house, so in every room, then everybody in the house carries their own personal protective crystals on them at all times. Because what I like doing, my kids like doing it. My kids love ghost hunting. My daughter, she loves going ghost hunting with me to an extent. Yes, yes. You know what? That reminds me. I'll have to find that picture. I have it developed somewhere. But there's this picture of my little boy when he was a baby. And it wasn't evil, whatever it was, but he was in his crib, and it looked like somebody's head was poking over the back side of the crib looking in at him. And I don't know who or what it was, but they didn't look evil. And I didn't feel evil. But it's, like I said, paranormal. If you don't know what you're doing when you're messing with them, then don't mess with them. I don't really know a whole bunch of what I do, but I did go to, I did do like an online school for ghost hunting for about a year, and they taught me that, that you go with respect and all this, yeah, and all that. You wouldn't like it in my house. There's times where the lights will start flickering, and my kids are like, "Mom, make it stop." I'm like, I can't make it stop. They'll stop when they're done. But what it is they get. It seems like they get their energy off of scaring. They don't scare me, but they scare my kids. Every now and again, they'll scare them. Not my 9-year-old though. My autistic kid, he's autistic, and nothing can scare him. He's not scared of nothing. Like, he laughs at it. There's times where he'll be like, Mom, I don't know if you guys have heard of dowsing rods. You can communicate with the spirits with dowsing rods as well. I got dowsing rods, and my little boy, he loves using them, talking to him. And I have an app. I might be able to take some screenshots of what it said back. That app is hard. It's on my phone, and it's called Spirit Talker. And it was just talking up a storm to my little boy the other day. I mean, it like for an hour straight. I like it was saying it liked talking to him. It liked being here, and some spirits aren't bad, but there's occasional few that are bad. Like if you go somewhere and you end up with getting scratched, if it's more than one or two scratch marks, if there's three, you got marked from something evil. And this is, yeah, it's some people. My older brother, he is, well, both my brothers are older, but my brother Chris, he hates me. He hates coming around me when I'm talking paranormal because he gets creeped out by it. He won't stay in my house when the lights flicker. He'll take off outside. He'll run outside. And he's a big dude. He used to do MMA fighting. And he gets scared of it. There's times where my ceiling fan in the living room will rock. Like, I moved into this house, let's see, a little over a year. No, it's been longer than that. Almost 2 years ago from my old house. And my old house was haunted too. Every house I move into seems haunted. I don't know if they just move with me or what it is. But I also do have haunted stuff coming in the mail. I didn't buy it. It was given to me by a friend of mine. I already got a haunted doll here. I'll have to do a video on her. See, okay. No, there could be two things with that one. It could be a spirit of a loved one. It could be if you don't feel like it's anything evil, and you'll know in your heart if it's evil, because you'll feel it. The energy will feel totally different. You'll know. But some spirits, like I've talked to some of the spirit boxes on my spirit boxes because which I got one that's not going to be on my phone coming, but I just got to wait patiently. But that way I could be on live and record it on the box. But some spirits or evil entities, whatever you want to call them, will act like they or tell you that they are a child or tell you that they are good. I've had spirit boxes tell me that even in this house, that they're good, and then 5 minutes later you'll hear this evil laugh, like all out evil laugh come out from the spirit box, and then you know that they're just pulling me, trying to pull my leg. But to me, if you're going to mess around with the paranormal, you better have all the essentials that you need to get yourself cleanse yourself. That's sage, that's hell, I got holy water. I got and I always got a place to go to get more. I got all kinds of stuff in my house to cleanse from anything evil. Yes, they will deceive you. They will try to fool you. They will even act like they are a family member that you lost, and then run with it to get you to do what they want you to do. And it's some people may call me crazy on that, but no, it's very real. It happens. It happens. I have never used. I take that back. I've used white witchcraft, well, good witchcraft. I've never used like dark witchcraft. I've never been into anything like that. I don't use a Ouija board. I will not ever use a Ouija board. There will never be a Ouija board in my house for the simple fact that that is, if you look that up, they call that the devil's board. That is what it's called in the paranormal world. It is called the devil's board because when you open up that portal on the Ouija board, you are welcoming anything, good, evil, it don't matter, into your home or wherever you're at. You're welcoming them to come to you, and I'm not about that. I want the evil out of this world. I'm not trying to bring it into the world. So I've always been about, I don't use Ouija boards, never have. I have helped a friend get rid of a Ouija board. No, yeah, it's not that I'm a chicken. It's the fact that you don't know what you're bringing into the world from that Ouija board, and you don't know. And if you don't close the Ouija board correctly by saying goodbye every time, you even got to do that with spirit box. You have to close out correctly when you're conversing with the spirits. You always got to close out and say it was good, like, good talk to you. Thank you for communicating. Goodbye, and all that shit. Just like the Ouija board, you got to do it with spirit boxes. Well, I do it with spirit boxes. I don't know if anybody else does, but I do it out of respect. Ouija boards, to me, a Ouija board, there's no respect in a Ouija board. A Ouija board is just something that you, like, something you do with, like you said, like when you're younger, you do with a friend when you're younger. My brother had one when we were younger, and he would torment me with it. He would always use it in my bedroom closet because it was a walk-in. He would use it in my bedroom closet and tell me that, because I hate clowns. It's a long story. I'll get into that one day, but I hate clowns, period, thanks to the It movie. But my brother would tell me that the It clowns in my closet, and I wouldn't sleep for a long time. But he would torment me with it, and he tried to throw it away one day, and we come back home from school the following day, and it was back by his bedroom door, because he had the basement. Him and my other brother had the basement. It had a sliding glass door. It was right outside the glass door. I was like, huh. A Ouija board, people say burn them. I wouldn't recommend burning them. I would recommend burying them somewhere far, far away from where you live at. That's the only thing I could think of. Just bury them far, far away from where we live at. And there's I don't know if you guys have heard of Divic boxes. It's like a demon in a box is what it's called. It's a demon in a box. I have had a follower on TikTok sent me one. I did not open it. I buried it out in the woods, at a creek, way out in the woods. Because the box looked ancient. The box it had, like, I don't know if they were people teeth. It had teeth in it, like glued onto it or something, and now I got rid of it. Yeah, see, they will do that. They can do that. That's something evil there. You don't live in that house anymore, do you? I sure hope not. Yes, they will do that to you. I have been, my old house, the one I lived in with my little one's daddy. I was holding our little one, and next thing you know, he drops out of my hands, and I'm just like, luckily I was on the bed, sitting on the bed. He dropped out of my hands, and he was only a baby. He was like 4 months old, and he started crying, and his daddy came running in there, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I couldn't talk. I felt like somebody was choking me, like they were physically choking me, and I couldn't get a sentence out for nothing, like nothing. And he picked up our little boy and put him in his bed and all this stuff, made sure he was all right, and come back over to me. And I was like, still couldn't talk. It took me forever to get to talk, and it was just crazy. I can remember that. That is actually one of the days. That day is one of the days I had my first stroke from all that stress from that, and because I don't got a good heart anyway, that's why I have to have a stent put in. Um, not looking forward to it, but hey, whatever I got to do to stay alive, to watch my kids grow, I'll do it. But yeah, it's the first time I ever had a stroke was that day. I couldn't explain. I can't explain what I seen because it's unexplainable, and y'all would probably think I was crazy. But this thing had to be like 7 foot tall, black cloak. Didn't see no face. There was no face, but just red eyes. And I could see. I would try to get away from it, go to the bathroom to get away from it. It ended up in there. It didn't help none. But that day is the first day I had a stroke. I actually went to the hospital that day from it. And since then, I have not been back in that house. Like, I refuse to go to that house. He still lives in that house. His dad does. When I drop him off, you want to come in? No, I don't want no part of that house. He can keep that house. He can have it. I don't care. Keep the evil thing in it. I don't know what the hell that was, but he can have it. Yes, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is the bad hour. I call it the bad hour. 3 a.m. is when all the evil comes out to play for some reason. That's when they like to come out and play. And see, in my room, I got right now where I sleep, there's mirrors like right in. I hate this too. There's a big old mirror right on my wall right there. There's times where I'll like cover it up and everything, and because the mirror is supposed to be a portal. And with this house on this property, I don't know what people before me did here, but they were weird people. And I know she practiced witchcraft and Ouija boards and all this stuff, so there ain't no telling what she conjured up here. So I have had a spirit box conversation on my Spirit Talker app that somebody that something told me they were conjured up here. So ain't no telling what she conjured up. She wasn't that bright when it come to. Yes, the Bible always works. I always keep a Bible near me. That's crazy. Yes. No. See, I'd have been gone if I'd have felt something sit at the foot of my bed. I'd be like, Wow. Oh no. I wonder if you experienced anything like that. No, my last house I lived in, it was haunted by something evil. And my this is not funny, but my godchildren and their mother moved in there. And if you know my story, you know that's where I was. Oh, all right, assaulted. That's all I'm gonna say. I was assaulted in that house, left for dead, in my bedroom. And unfortunately, my daughter found me. I was shooting it, but I got out of that house. But I was assaulted in that house by two guys I knew my whole life. But yeah, it's and my godchildren's mom moved in there with them. The kids didn't have no problems there, but she did. She said when she would go to bed at night, it would feel like somebody was trying to. This is what she said. I don't know. She she wasn't all there. I love her. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. She wasn't all there in the head, but neither am I. But that's okay. But she wasn't all there in the head. Like she would had. I don't like calling them mental problems. I feel like I'm saying something wrong. But she hadn't. She did have. She had mental issues. She She just. Plus, she. I didn't know she was still doing drugs, but evidently she was. Uh, she. She just. She said it felt like somebody was trying to rip her clothes off. I was like, I never had that problem. But with the bad energy of me being assaulted there, that could be possibly be, I don't know, them trying to reenact that moment that they seen or was around. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah. See, I got it in you. Okay, when you walk out my back door, you go out my back door. There's woods behind my house. There's woods all around my house, but you walk out my back door. You go out in the woods a little bit. Let's see, past an acre, out in the woods back there. There's an Indian burial ground. I've been out toward it one time. Uh, I get close to it, I get sick. Um, I did take flowers out and put it to the side, right on the side of it, between the line of the woods and the Indian burial ground. I put some flowers there out of respect for them to let them know that I'm not meaning any disrespect or whatever. I was actually told that I could bring something for them by, I don't even know if I want to mention his name, but a guy from the Fetty family, Joker, told me to do that. It would be okay for me to do that, but don't go on the property or nothing like that. I learned stuff about the Indian burial grounds from him. Awesome dude. He's an awesome dude. But he taught me about the Indian burial grounds. Because I didn't really know much about the Indian burial grounds. I just knew that it was bad. That it's a bad omen if your house is built on one. Thank God this house wasn't. But there, on the property there is one back in the woods. My kids won't go near it either. They get sick. If you get within about 20 feet of it, you'll start getting bad headache. I almost fell to the ground one time. My head started pounding so bad it was horrible. So out of respect for them, I don't go back there. I don't. I just stay far away from it. Oh wow. Yeah. There's actually this mansion up in Independence, Missouri. I'm actually going to be going to. It's a haunted mansion. I can't remember what all this happened. A lot of murders happened in it. And I'm going to be going there and doing that. And then I'm going to Missouri State Penitentiary for a haunted visit stay. I'll be in there all night long by myself. Well, I might try to get somebody else to go with me, but all night long by myself in a prison. No telling what's going to happen. But that's going to be coming up within the next 2 or 3 months on there. In March, I actually have a video coming up with a big YouTuber. He's coming to Missouri, so me and him and his wife can go rain or nodding. One second. But I do next in March. I'll have a video coming out with. I don't know if you guys know him. He goes by Hunting the Dead. Jody Dean. He's coming to Missouri. Me, him, and his wife gonna be going rain or nodding, and maybe to some haunted places while he's here, and just hanging out. But yes. But yeah, we'll get back to ghost stories. Hold on one second. Really, Nesbit. What did it look like? Did it, see, did you, okay, this is how I can feel if there's any evil. Like, if there's evil around, I got bad anxiety. It'll, how do you word this? It'll alert my anxiety, and my anxiety will start coming in. That's how I know if there's evil around. Um, and then I get real lightheaded, and I can't explain it. I've had people tell me that I'm not a empath. I'm a medium because I can conversate with them without a spirit box every now and again. I was see everybody when okay, I don't even want to talk about that one. But all right, now when I was little, my grandma lived in this house, and I swear this house was evil. If you went outside of this house and you looked at this house, it looked like okay, well, almost like the Amityville horror house. You know, like it's got a face on it. All right. Oh yeah, there's something I want to tell you about. Something I saw down the road from me at my friend's house here in a minute. CB, hold up. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear what I see. It's crazy. But at my grandma's old house when I was little, I always felt uneasy there. Like she would always want me to stay the night, and I'd get there, and when it would start getting dark, I would start crying, man. And one day she asked me to help her get the laundry down to her basement. I went down to her basement and I ran right back up the stairs. The air down there felt so heavy, and like I don't know, I couldn't breathe. It felt like something was just like weighing on my chest. Like I just couldn't catch my breath or nothing. And I was only like 10 at that time. Yeah. Oh, you're good, CB. You're good. Don't worry about it. They say animals can see spirits as well. So my pit bull would see them before she got killed. She could see things. Like she would see things that I didn't see. I would be outside at night trying to get, like, if I was late getting home or something, getting groceries out of the car or something. She would always be right there, and she would growl, and I would turn around and be nothing there. But there would be times where she would be holding still. You could hear like something walking towards you in the grass, like crunching the leaves and stuff. And she would be growling, like hair standing up, growling. It's crazy. The things that animals can see. And my chihuahua in this house, she'll sit there and she'll stare up at this corner, one certain corner by my bed, and she'll stare up at it and she'll growl most of the night until she gets underneath the blankets and can't see no more. I've never like felt anything uneasy in this house. I do get unexplainable scratches though. I don't know why. It's like I'll wake up and I'll have scratches on my leg or around my ankle, and it's not from my dog, because she always lays up by my head and stuff. But I'll have scratches all over me. Oh wow, yeah. I can't find my EVP recorder. I got a bunch of Mikasu and spirit boxes on that thing. I can't find it. I don't know where it went. Like, I was gonna get it out and play some of my old recordings on here, but I can't find the damn thing nowhere at all. But wow, that's crazy. And here we're talking. And here we're talking about that. Okay, now let me tell you about what I've seen. All right, I'm not the only one who's seen it. I had a friend with me named Brett, and then his girlfriend was with him. Yeah. Oh no, we done haunted the algorithm. We got the algorithm haunted. That's crazy. But no, there was this, my friend Brett, me, his girlfriend. Who else was with me at that time? There was somebody else with me. I can't remember. Oh, I guess I do remember. James was with me. My little one's daddy. We were over at this house. You know, we were there just, I was helping him clean it up for his boss, his ex, for his old boss. He don't work for him no more. I was helping him clean it up for his old boss. And my friend Brett, he goes up to the basement door, and I was like, "Do not open that door," because they had it padlocked shut for a reason. And I had already found voodoo dolls in his house and shit. And excuse my language, but and he rose up and he knocks his padlock off the damn basement door. And when he opened that door, it like a gush of air just hit me, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, "You just let something evil out of that basement, dude. You just." And I had cold chills. I went out to my car, and I took my little one was with me at that time. He was just like, he don't even think he was walking yet. But I took him out to the car. I put him in the car. And I'm sitting there. I'm standing outside my car door, and I'm looking up this hill. And Brett comes out and stands next to me, and so did his girlfriend. I'm looking up this hill, and all of a sudden I see this thing had to be on all fours. It had to be 5 foot, 5 foot tall on all fours. And we don't got wolves and shit. No. This thing was 5 foot tall, about on all fours, and it looked like it had spikes coming off of its back. It looked like a hellhound. If you ever seen a hellhound, it looked like a hellhound from the movies. It looked like a hellhound, like. And I looked up there, and my jaw dropped. And I wasn't the only one that seen it. Brett seen it, and his girlfriend seen it. And I said, "Get in the cars. We get the hell out of here." And my ex, being the idiot he is, excuse me, went up the hill where I saw the thing at. And I could see him where he was at, and I could see that thing just walking right toward him. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fixing to." But we could hear it growling. Like it was so deep, such a deep growl. I can't even explain it, but it was so deep, so evil sounding, like something you would hear from a movie. It sounded so evil, and I jumped in the car. But my not being smart, I didn't shut my door. I jumped in the passenger door, over the seat, middle armrest to the driver's seat. My boy was already in the back seat, locked in, and left the door wide open. And I could keep hearing the growl getting closer. So could Brett. Brett made his girlfriend get in the car, and he got in the car, his car. And after that, I never seen that thing. I didn't go back to that house either. Because when we were leaving that night, there's a hill. I don't know what happened. My brakes worked fine before when I went there. When I pulled up the hill, up the driveway, they were fine. But Brett was in front of me, and I was going down the hill, down the driveway. My brakes quit on me. Like I was pushing them, holding them to the floor. They quit on me. I had to turn my wheel. So it went into this big old ditch. I'm lucky it didn't hurt me or my kids. Went into this. My boy, my other two went with me, but I turned my car into the ditch real quick because I didn't want to hit back into their car. And we were in this ditch. Luckily, I jumped the ditch, and I was like, I could get out of it, thank God. But the ditch wasn't that deep. But if the hill, we were going down, the hill wasn't even that big, but my brakes just went gone. And I had just put brakes on there like a week before that. So I knew the brakes weren't bad. And they weren't bad when I had it checked out again. There was nothing wrong with them. So I don't know what happened with that whole thing, but that was seriously terrifying. Like, the only thing I could think of is my son all right? Is my boy all right? I didn't even care about me. I mean, I didn't have time to put my seatbelt on because I got the hell out of there. And I flew up and I hit my rib. I bruised the rib. I hit my rib on the steering wheel. and all that stuff. And I didn't care about me. I was like, this is my boy, all right. I don't care. But people mess around with. They have no stuff they have no business messing around with. Like when people sacrifice like animals to conjure something up, that's no need for that. There's no need for that. That's just somebody pure evil doing the devil's work. And there's enough evil in the world as there is. We don't need to bring more up in here. That if you see 3 scratches, yes, that's something evil. If it's one, sometimes I'll just have one on me. There's been days I woke up with 3. There's been times where there was one time in my old house I was singing in the shower, and I walked out and I had 3 big scratches like down my, because I was singing that song about Jesus. What is that song? I was singing a Jesus song, and next thing you know, I got out of the bathtub, and my back was just had 3 scratches on it. Whatever it was, didn't like me singing nothing about Jesus. So I figured it was something evil. They will scratch you. Some of them are nice that scratch you. They do it to get your attention. I've had that done before. And I have a spirit in my house with me right now that when I open the spirit box, it says, I'm protecting you. Every time, right when I open my spirit talker box, that's the first thing that pops up. I am protecting you. I don't know who it is, but I thank them for protecting me. Yes, it is crazy. It is crazy. There's actually a cult here in Missouri. Down the road, I met this guy who bought this land. He's a real cool guy, real sweet guy. Him and his wife both. He had found some goat heads cut up in his property, and he knew that I dealt with fucking paranormal stuff and all that. And he took me out there to see him, which I didn't really want to see the head. I don't want to see the head cut off animal at all. That's just it breaks my heart seeing that. But I went out there. And I went there and I looked. I said, "This is somebody trying to conjure up the devil or something evil." Because a goat, if you look it up, a goat or anything with horns, if they are doing that with anything with horns, a goat, a bull, anything like that, they're sacrificing that kind of stuff, like the cutting the head off and leaving. Most people leave like hunks of the meat around the. That's nasty to talk about, but around the fire pit or the circle that they got going on. I actually went there for him, and I took. It's probably too late. It's probably already out of that circle that they had there because the salt circle that they had there was broken already. I put another circle of salt around it for him because he's got a little girl that goes out there and plays in the field, and I don't want nothing to happen to her. But he's had that problem on 3 of his properties now. Oh wow! Yes. Here they open the cabinets up, and then sometimes they'll slam them shut to scare us. It's crazy here. Yes, the scratches will burn. It will burn. It will burn so bad. It'll feel like you're on fire. The scratches will. There's also a place I'll be going to. I don't know if I'll be able to record in there or not because it's going to be dark. It's a cave. Here in Missouri, it's only about 30 minutes away from me. But when you get to the middle of it, and I hate caves because I'm petrified of bats. When you get to the middle of it, there's a big old thing, and I don't know if it's written in blood or whatever, but I have found goat heads there. I found a bull head there once. Just a skull. Of course, all the meat was off of it, but it was. Yeah, and then a circle with a pentagram in it in the middle. It's called the Devil's Den. I'm gonna try to go back there again. Last time I went there, I got sicker than hell, and I puked my guts up. So I'm gonna try to go back there again. Um, can't promise it because that's another thing with the evil. If when you get around, you'll get sick. If they try to possess you, you will puke. You get nauseous, and all that. But yeah, there's something I want to tell you guys. I found up in Kansas City. I saw it in Kansas City with my mom before I get off because Debbie's going to be getting on here in probably about 6 minutes, and I'm not going to cut into his time. Um, this has nothing to do with paranormal, but this really broke my heart. It still breaks my heart just talking about it. Birthday. Wow. Maybe it was him. Maybe that was him letting you guys know he's there. It could have been. Okay, but since Debbie's going to be getting on in about 5 minutes, I don't want to cut into his time. I'm going to tell you what I saw up in Kansas City with my mom one time on a trip up there. Kansas City, if you have never been to Kansas City, Missouri, I would not recommend going. It's not a good place. It's horrible. And I feel bad because there's homeless, that ain't any word. Homeless people everywhere, even little kids, from 16 up, the little kids that ran away, they're always all there. We were driving down the highway up there in Kansas City. I think it's 435. And I look over. My mom's driving at this time. I look over, and I swear to God, what I saw, it broke my heart. There was a newborn baby, curled up, covered up, and you can still see the umbilical cord on it, so it had to be at home, wrapped up in somebody's hoodie, laying on the side of the road that had been eaten on. You could tell it had been eaten on. It had been out there. And I made my mom stop. No. I made my mom stop in the middle. Can you hear me though? I made my mom stop in the middle of the highway, and I told her to get on the side of the road and back up. I gotta see what I just seen. And I did, and I called the cop, and they thought I did it at first. I was like, you can check me. I ain't been pregnant for freaking 9 years, okay? This is not my child. Somebody had a baby at home up there. This is how horrible Kansas City is. Had a baby at home up there and threw it out on the side of the highway and left it there to die. I mean, it's why people do stuff like that when there's people out there that can't have kids that would have took that baby in heck, I could still have kids, and I would have took the baby in a heartbeat if it was to save it. But oh no. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to be getting off here in a minute anyway because Debbie's going to be getting on. I don't cut in the little bro's time. Let me tell you something about him. He has been there. He is awesome, dude. Debbie is an awesome guy. He has been there for me through a lot. And I got the utmost respect for that man. He's gone through a lot, and I pray for him every day. Every day I pray for that boy. But, yeah. But I might be back on live tomorrow and talking about some more about this, or I don't know yet. We'll find out, figure it out, and I'll let y'all know. So I'll post it tonight. We're going to be getting back on here tomorrow. I hope everybody has a blessed, safe day. And I'll see a lot of you on Debbie's Live. Much love, you guys. Thank you for coming in and conversating with me. CB, you're awesome. Nesbitt, you're awesome. Anybody else that come and watch, you're all awesome. Thank you for coming. Much love. Richard, much love and respect. CB, much love and respect. Nesbitt, much love and respect. I'll see y'all over on Debbie's. Bye.